Hello, Michael. My name is Gerrit. I'm from Hamburg, and I really do hope that this message is going to make the way to you personally, because I want to share a heartwarming and mind-blowing story with you of my son Kai Louis, who happened to die on cancer 7 weeks ago. And this is a tragic part of a truly magical story, and Volbeat been deeply involved in this magic. I don't want to mess with your time, but you need some information, so I try to cut a long story short. Some kind of supernatural magic took place. It's like your father led you the way to the Elvis house in Mississippi as an eagle, which inspired you to the song Dead But Rising. Starting at the beginning, I met a beautiful girl. We got married in Hamburg on the Alsterdampfer Eilbig. 3 years later, my son Kai Louis was born, and I was the luckiest man that ever walked on earth. I know you know how that feels, because you're a father right now too. In 2012 we got divorced. Lisa and Kai went on a flat and I moved on a boat, which was the best decision because I'm a melomaniac. I do live for music. Music teach me all about life, and here I can blast my stereo at any volume at any time I like, and this is just heaven. And I've been into punk rock and rock and roll and metal all my life. My favorite bands were Sam I Am and Bad Religion and Social Distortion, Motorhead, many more. And in 2012 on this boat I first saw Volbeat, the 2012 Wacken concert, and Volbeat made their way to my top #1 favorite band in a rush. And I was so excited about the music. I really got butterflies in the stomach, and your voice opened up the sky. This was fantastic. I just love Volbeat, you know. Thankfully, my son was a rock and roller too, and I sang to him I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry as a lullaby, and he just loved the song, and he sings it to himself all of the time. You will see that in the video later on. Aged 8, Lisa moved with Kai to Frankfurt, and that was a hard one for me to take because I only see him on the holidays. And then we do a lot of filming, and I put all those pieces together after that. And one day Kai took a cape and ran as fast as he can, so the cape flies after him. And when cutting the video together, I puzzled in the Cape of Our Hero video with my video, and watching the result I was shocked, because in the video the son lost his father and he had a red cape and a white shirt, and Kai had a red shirt and a white cape. And I thought, well, you see, I got those goosebumps. I got them all the time this last 7 weeks, and I thought, will I lose my son? What does this video tell me? And on 27th of May 2018, Kai went very ill, and we got the shattering diagnosis of blood cancer. So I went on to Frankfurt from then on every weekend, and the cancer treatment began with chemotherapy, radiotherapy, and erasing his whole blood building system to get stem cell transplantation. And this transplantation moment I filmed. In the background there was The Everlasting running, and on the very moment, on the beginning of the song, you say, do you want to hear a new song? Even if you don't know it, do you want to hear a song? Okay. And on this okay, that was the moment the new stem cells start dripping into the system. And Kai was the master of timing in this coincidences. After being successfully transplanted, things went wrong again on day 73 after that, when cancer came back and was located in his brain, and things went worse and worse. So the very last thing I told him to his consciousness was that I got 2 tickets for the Volbeat show on 11th of November in Hamburg, And then we too, we go to Volbeat show. We never been to Volbeat show, and he urges me to go with him. And so I said to him, I throw an anchor in the future, and where we two are standing there in front of the venue in our Volbeat shirts and caps, and he was so excited standing near me and so proud, showing his ticket to the man with the scanner. And I told him that if we just focus on this very special moment, it will come true. So after being sedated, he never went to consciousness again. And days later, dying time came, and I had my last moments with him, rocking out some last tunes on his deathbed and singing some last songs to him. And I said to him that when he's on the other side, he might send me a sign that I know that everything is alright with him. And then on 27th of May 2019, exactly 1 year after the diagnosis and exactly in the same hour, he died. Certainly there was music running, and it was and Kai chose to die on a very special song. Years earlier, we were driving and I was angry about something, and Kai grabbed my iPhone, and on Spotify he chose the tune that he know that every time this tune is on, Mappy, he calls me Mappy, Mappy's always in a good mood. And this song, when I'm always in a good mood, this song he dies to. And his last breath I took with him, he died in my arms, and on his last exhale, where he left the body, he left his body, was on the last vocal of the song on. And that was very precise timing. Of course, watch him die in my arms was the most painful experience I ever will make. And so now we took a look on the 3.5-minute video I cut together using every single clip I made of him in his whole life, where Volbeat music playing in the background. And we watched this, and after that I will tell something about the magic that happened after his death, and that is responsible for me smiling, not crying now. Mäuschen, sag mal Piep. 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 Oh, da ist der Kai.
Schade, schade, schade.
Genau.
Ist die groß?
Okay.
Jetzt, genau.
Was am Arsch. Und die ist jetzt auch im Arsch.
Ihr könnt jetzt mal zurückspülen und gucken, wo ich meine Pflasterrolle hingelegt habe.
Rock'n'Roll!
Volbeat!
Take your hands on your face and be near your face. Let the sun on your face. Goodbye forever. Ich bin Kai. Ich war das. Und gleich geht's weiter. Peace. Rock'n'Roll!
Hey, Rock'n'Roll! Yes, this was me and Kai having big fun, even under the most fucked up circumstances. And after he died, I soon got the first undoubted sign from him, and this changed everything for me. So with this sign and the unbelievable precise timing, I was sure that Kai's life was meant to be exactly this way, to give me the present of immortality, or the knowing about immortality. And he gave me that present on Father's Day, and it's coincidentally Himmelfahrt as well. And then I thought about the Volbeat show and the anchor I thrown into the future, which certainly won't come true now, and how sad I will feel on that day when Kai's not standing by my side. And then I got a very, very strange message. Your Volbeat tickets are cancelled. I've been to lots and lots of concerts, and there never had been any tickets cancelled. So those tickets were sold twice by mistake, and I got the chance to get 2 tickets for the show, on additional show on the 12th of November. So Kai deleted the anchor I thrown into the future, and I was laughing by my heart about him taking care so lovingly and wonderful. So on the 12th of June 2019, on his 10th birthday, we buried him to the sea. It was a very beautiful ceremony with another heartwarming sign from him. Lisa and I descend the urn into the water, and Lisa was told to let go of the rope, and my job was to hold the rope. And I thought, I want to let go too. So then the rope's ends were mixed up, and Lisa let go, and there was a rope knot, and the urn couldn't go into the water. And then we lifted off again, changed the ropes, and Lisa held it and I could let go. And this was fantastic. So wonderful. And a day later, the new Volbeat song was released. And when I looked at the title, I got those goosebumps again. Last Day Under the Sun. And when I watched the video, that just blew my mind again. There was an approximately 10-year-old kid and a shaggy driver with long hair and a cap going into light. So this year I have my 25th anniversary of my little own one-man driving company. I do this for a living, and I always wear a cap when working. So this is another mind-blowing magic rock and roll sign. Kai brought his own Volbeat song and a video where me and him going into light. Unbelievable. So Michael, I think you recognized the little sample I put into the video after Lemmy saying, "We play rock and roll." It was you performing Little Sister with the original Elvis musicians 2006 in Copenhagen. That was a very big dream for you to come true. And other big dreams had come true too. You've been on the stage with King Diamond, with Metallica, with Motorhead, and many more. And now I want to ask you for some big dreams of mine. Certainly I wish to miss you personally. But then some really weird ideas came up, and I think this may be Kai's wishes. And as I know Kai's been around and watching, I have to ask you. You know, we gave his ash to the sea, but I got some of it left for myself for a little private ceremony here on my boat. And I want to ask you if you may take the time when you are in Hamburg to cast the rest of his ash into the water with me. This would be the greatest honor for Kai, and he certainly would love this to happen. Besides that, we could make a nice little trip around here on this beautiful spot. Behalf of this, I got a wish list of wonderful things you can turn into reality. It would be great to have the opportunity to go backstage at the concert on the 12th of November. And then I thought you maybe could dedicate Last Day Under the Sun to Kai Lewis. And as I looked on the set list of the latest Volbeat show in Oslo, I stumbled across the dedication of the song My Body to 4-year-old Aya, who's been treated for brain cancer. So there's another short story of Volbeat magic in my life to tell about this song My Body. I managed to get ticket to the Odense show of the first 5. Yes, and I was so excited. 1,000 people club show with Volbeat. Wow. And I thought maybe I get the chance to meet you personally on this event. But when the event came, I got ill. I got heavy flu with 40 degrees temperature, and I hardly could make the driving from Hamburg to Odense. And when standing in the audience, I was tumbling around, couldn't clap, couldn't raise my arm, could do nothing, and the Grumpinators opened up, and I was in love with the voice of Emil and the brutal sound of the Grumpinators. I loved that. And time when Volbeat been on stage, I was totally out of power, standing around there and with the 40 degrees fever, flu, it's a very hard time. And then you play that new song, My Body Tells Me No, but I won't quit cause I want more. And that was perfect for me at that moment. And after the show, I was too exhausted to take the chance to meet you personally. Going on with my outrageous wish list. If it makes sense to you, it would be mind-blowing for me if you play my little Kai Volbeat live video on the concert. Maybe this makes sense. Furthermore, it would be an unbelievable gift for me if you would make a cover version of the song Wrong Side of the Tracks from the Rockabilly Rebels, the song Kai died to, and when Marpy gets always in a good mood. However, it would be an honor for me to present you a Kai Lewis Forever shirt. And maybe stay in contact with you and play a nice game I like to play. It's called Music Ping Pong. Send a song and answer with a song and answer with a song, and so on and so on and so on. So I can inspire you with some of my favorite tracks, and maybe you inspire me with some music that comes around your way. I would love this to happen. But even if nothing of this list will come true, I'm deeply blessed with all the magic things, the supernatural things that happened. Even while recording the intro of this video yesterday, there was a special moment when I talked about the pain to watch Kai die in my arms. There was a little breeze coming, and the pirate flag just touches me, stroked me gently at my face, and I felt Kai doing this for me. Consoling, hey. And this is so wonderful. Finally, I can't wait for the 2nd of August to get the new album and to listen to it loud. And I can't wait for the 12th of November when the concert is, the Volbeat show, my 8th Volbeat show, and for the other wonderful things in life to come. At the end, I want to speak out the biggest thank you, the biggest Dankeschön for you, Rob, John, and Caspar for the passion and the most inspiring music.
Peace.